Horizon d'Afrique, a production of Kwasambia African TV, bridging Africa to the world.
This show is brought to you by Intercultural Senior Center. Our job has just begun.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for tuning in on Horizon d'Afrique, a program of Kwasambia African TV. We're broadcasting here in Studio Thomas Sankara here in Omaha, Nebraska. My name is Frank Tucker Ibang. Always a pleasure to have you tuning in from all corners of the world. Thank you again for being here with us. Today we carry on with a series of guests coming from the community and providing us with more information about some of the services that are being provided to, let's just say, better our community, better our living conditions. And on that perspective, I'm receiving a special guest. This is Caroline Padilla. Caroline, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Caroline, glad to have you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Excellent. So, Caroline, you are the founder and executive director of the Intercultural Senior Center. Could you please tell us more about it? What is the Intercultural Community Center?
The Intercultural Senior Center is an organization that helps older adults over the age of 50 to overcome barriers that they have through their life. Right. We connect them through with different resources. We provide for them transportation, food, provide classes, mental health support. We do a lot of services. We have a great case management team to help seniors with their benefits.
Right.
And at the same time, we make sure that they feel like they're still part of the community.
Right.
So aging is not a person that we think is not able to be and provide for herself.
Right.
But it's the other way. There is a need, I think, of this aging population within our communities, especially with the younger generations.
Right.
So I think that ISC what does is it helps not just to provide them services, but at the same time encourage them to be part of the community with everybody around them.
Right, that is so beautiful. And you know, Carolina, I was very attracted by the name of your organization because when it comes to culture, anything that has to do with culture and you know, bringing the idea of diversity, it's very attractive to me. And so I'm kind of tempted to ask the question, what prompted you specifically to, you know, name the organization Intercultural Senior Center? Why that?
I laugh because that was in 2009 when I became with this idea of, you know, my heart is for seniors.
Right.
I lost my mom when I was very young. In my growing up years, teen years, my mom's sisters were around me, and I value so much what they gave to me in moving later to United States.
Right.
So made me realize that I didn't have the chance to give back, but working within the area, in South Omaha area, I worked for nonprofit for many years. I always saw that attachment to an older person, and I just thought maybe that was the calling that I had to give back to those who had never could do it.
Absolutely.
And so that's when in South Omaha, I started with the idea and to have an organization that will serve just seniors.
Right.
I know there's other needs in the community, but no one was paying attention to seniors.
To seniors.
And in my mind was like intercultural, because someday this organization will serve people from around the world. It was just something that, and people asked me at the beginning, why intercultural? You're in South Omaha?
Right.
Shouldn't be like the Latino community?
Right.
And I just thought, no, because we're not all Latinos here.
Right.
I mean, and so
absolutely,
that's what the name comes
That
from.
is so beautiful. Thank you so much. And this prompts me again to ask you this question. Most of the time, if you're going to bring in an organization in a community or in a city, you are responding to a need, you are responding to a void, you're responding to a lack within the community, right? So in Omaha specifically, I mean, you drive north, west, south, there's a lot of senior living facilities, a lot of assisted living facilities, and I know the city has, you know, a plethora of programs trying to assist, you know, senior citizens here. What do you think is so specific, so unique with your organization?
I think that when you talk about the Omaha community going north, south, east, west, is a lot of those assisting facilities, most of them are those for persons who are a certain age that they need to find a place where they can live with it.
Right.
And with all services are included. And of course, with the financial capacity to get those services.
Right.
ISE is unique because we welcome people from around the world.
Right.
We don't have any fee for them to come and attend.
Right.
People are very independent and they come to just get the services that we can provide. But
Right.
the most important is to connect with others, to
Right.
feel that they can build friendships, to
Right.
feel that they're not lonely.
Right.
And that not necessary they have to have this financial capacity
Right.
to have a good day
Right.
and to get services.
Absolutely. Now, you know, and listening to you talking so brilliantly about your organization, I can't help but to ask, if somebody's watching us today and they're just hearing about the Intercultural Center, senior center, what are some of the specific activities? What is it that you can tell this person watching you today that if they were to, you know, to come to your facility, they will be entertained with? What do you offer?
Well, first of all, we will offer the welcome from heart.
Right.
You know, when you step in ISC, everybody says that it just feels, it's a place where it feels warm, where it feels welcome.
Right.
And I think the most important area that many appreciate is that we have capacity to provide transportation services.
Right.
Many times, a person of age, they don't drive, and we talk a little bit about the diverse population that we serve within the refugee community, the Latino community. When people have not the capacity to drive, they never had a driver license,
Right.
or some others that they don't speak the language,
Right.
because there's a lot of them in that situation.
Right.
So we can provide a service that they can allow them to come to ISC and be able to participate in the meals programs, learn English in
Yes.
different levels, provide citizenship classes,
Right.
mental health support groups. We have a great fitness class, so people can exercise too, you know,
Right.
and they can connect that way and learn from others. They also come and do crafts, and they do music, and they do singing,
Right.
they do art.
Right.
There's a lot of things that happen every single day. It's a little bit for everyone, whoever chooses to go to different places. And even for English speakers, we have a Spanish class, you know, which is
Right.
interested. But we also have like technology, other
Right.
kind of classes that others might feel like, you know, I might not need the English class, but I might need a technology class.
That's right.
And so
That's right.
there's a difference between classes and opportunities there. And so that's what we want ISC to be. And I know that what separates people many times is the language, but there's a lot of things that we can do without speaking the language. We can listen music together.
Right.
We can eat together.
Let me ask you this. What is your favorite music?
Oh my goodness. Well, of course I'm Latina, so
Right.
Latin music, but
Right.
I like jazz.
Yes.
I enjoy that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, just for our viewers tuning in, once again, thank you. We appreciate you always tuning in and staying with us here at Horizon d'Afrique, program, of course, on Pierre African TV. We bring to you the happenings of the community. We bring to you these people that are changing the game, people that are just like you and I making a difference. And today we have Carolina Padilla, who is the the executive director and founder of the Intercultural Senior Center here in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, Carolina, once again, it's a pleasure to have you here with us. And we've started this a few weeks ago because of the Yates Illuminate, which is an initiative you're probably familiar with. So I'm kind of tempted to see what is your relationship or what is your vision of work as a partner with the Yates?
Well, this is an amazing opportunity. I think it's not just for many organizations like mine, but I think for the whole community.
Right.
To have a place where they feel welcome and when all their, everybody is respected and knowledgeable
Right.
of everybody needs. How we are going to be part of Yates is because there is a lot of the elderly around the community
Right.
that need some kind of support and they need to find resources.
Right.
So we believe that since we're an organization that focuses only on people 50 and above,
Right.
that we can give that kind of support at Yates and help everybody who cross the doors and they're looking for that kind of help. So
Absolutely.
it's an amazing opportunity to be there.
Now, What do you think, or do you really believe that the Yates initiatives are partnering with all these many organizations in the community is going to be successful in fact, creating a one-stop service for immigrants and refugees in the community?
Oh, I think it's going to be wonderful.
Right.
It's going to be so convenient, I think, because many organizations are situated in many different parts of town, and getting from point A to B to C,
Right.
you know, not many people can afford to do that. And it's just not because of lack of transportation, but it's a lack of sometimes knowing where those agencies are and
Right.
how to get there.
Right.
And so I think that having everything in one location is
Right.
going to be very helpful. But because if someone has a need of something that each organization cannot afford to
Yes.
help,
Yes.
there is the other partners where it's going to be very interesting. And I think that all of us who are in this group, we are very excited that we're going to be helping each other and learning from each other too, you know,
Right.
because many times we know just by the organization or by the person, but I think that now, because we're going to be under one roof, we'll get to be closer
Right.
and help the person that needs us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again, Carolina. So your organization has been working with the community, and you said it since 2009. That's a long time. I'm tempted to ask this: what have been your the means of communication, of your organization to reach out to the community, reach out to the seniors and their families, that watch you, that needs your services? How do you communicate with these people? Do you have an online platform? Do you go door to door? How does that work?
Well, believe it or not, ISC has been built of word of mouth.
Right.
I think it's because of the good services and programs that we have put in place,
Right.
and what we keep adding to our organization.
Right.
We were site in South Omaha for many years, and that perception was about just serving Latinos.
Right.
But it changed a few years later when we started to serve more the refugee community, which was growing. It kind of stopped for some time,
Right.
but now it's growing up again. And when happens the resettlement and organizations take over the resettlement, there's always those people of age that come,
Right.
and that's when we work together and partner to bring to us.
Right.
So it's been about those two large communities for Latinos and refugees. And as I said, word of mouth, because it's being more connecting with other agencies by saying, this is who we are, this is what we're doing, do you have anyone that can get help, that needs the help? And so it's being more like a referral and phones and that type of communication.
Absolutely.
Of course, we have a website that says everybody's welcome, that we have, but most essentially too, what we have available is interpreters.
Yes.
I mean, they're a key in our organization, because without them, we won't be able to communicate.
Right.
And we see a lot of our, for instance, a refugee community who came to this country without speaking one word in English. And I'm not going to say that ISC is the expert, but we feel so proud when our seniors come on a regular basis and suddenly they're saying something,
Right.
or they work so hard to become citizens, and
Right.
they become citizens.
Yes.
That effort they make to feel that they're part of this community.
Absolutely.
So I think that now when we move out of South Omaha, we are on Center Street now.
Right.
And the idea was to be more centralized, so the access will be easier for everyone.
Right.
So we also have seen an increase of English speakers coming to us because of the type of environment that we have, and the
Right.
type of opportunities and classes to learn and to have fun too. So.
Absolutely. How beautiful indeed. So in terms of location, so just to clarify for our viewers today, so you had a facility in South Omaha, now you're located in Center, in
Yes.
Omaha.
We are on
Center Street.
5545 Center Street.
Okay.
We have a 22,000 square feet location.
Wow.
It's a one floor. It's very open, easy to access.
So what are the days of operations? Do you open every day? And
Yeah, we're open every day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30.
Okay.
And then our staff starts working at 7:30 in the morning because of transportation services that we provide. But
Right.
mostly our programs and classes run until 2:30 in the afternoon, and later in the afternoon, seniors who use our transportation, they get back home.
Right.
So it's Monday through Friday, no weekends.
Right.
But But yeah, so we encourage everyone to come to ISC. During those days.
Carolina, you mentioned something very important, which I know a lot of people within the community, specifically with immigrants and refugees trying to navigate through the cumbersome processes of the paperwork here. Interpreters are really in demand. So what are some of the languages that people can get services from?
So we have, there's 20 staff members at ISC right now, and everyone but 3 speak their native language.
Right, which are?
In English.
Right.
So we have, of course, Spanish.
Right.
Karen, Nepali, Karini, French.
Right.
We have others that speak Somalian.
Right.
From the Sudanese community, there's
right.
other many different languages
right.
that I don't have.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
So we have like 5-6 different interpreters.
Right.
They help us to communicate with our seniors. Yes.
Well, Carolina, it's certainly a pleasure for the community to have you and your team working and providing this help for the community. But we're not leaving you yet. So ladies and gentlemen tuning in again, I want to thank you for being here with us. This is Kwazampia African TV. We are here on Horizon d'Afrique, bringing you some of the happenings on Omaha, some of the game changers, some of the things that you need to know about what's happening in this community. And Carolina and her team are making a difference here to provide help, assistance, and change, or let's say improve the quality of life of our seniors within our greater Omaha community. So I want to thank Carolina on behalf of the community watching you today for what you're doing, but we're not leaving you yet. We have this power question. Let's say you were a governor of Nebraska. Let's say you were a mayor, somebody of power.
Okay.
What would be your legislation to make sure that what you work so hard for is smoothly implemented?
I will say that have Omaha as a age-friendly community.
Right. What does that mean?
That means that everything that is built on should be taken in consideration, as it is, for instance, parks,
right.
streets, access to grocery stores, access to buildings, access to transportation,
right.
Housing.
Right.
It's so important.
Right.
And so I think that Omaha, as the size right now, as everything growing, you open up the newspaper every day and there's construction going here, going there. Everything is so beautiful, but
right.
where is the support for the aging population? Nebraska is one
right.
of the states that has a lot of elderly,
right.
and there hasn't been paid attention.
What do you think is causing that? Why do you think when the city plans on making sure that the city, of course, becomes more modern and providing all these services, what do you think is causing for this lack of, for lack of a better word, what do you think why do you think they're forgetting about these infrastructures that are friendly to our elderly and senior citizens?
Oh, I think it's 2 things. One is that people don't want to admit they're getting older.
Is that so?
Oh, yeah, of course. And they don't think that everybody is not the same financial capacity to
right.
support themselves for the future. It's a lot of need here in this community. There's many people that work very hard, and at the end of the month, now when they retire, what they get for Social Security,
right.
it doesn't mean that you didn't work or you didn't save. It's just that it's not enough. And so the other important topic is that they don't bring to the table those who are really working to improve the life of the elderly in this community
right.
in general.
Yes.
So they just want to focus on other people that they can provide other services,
right.
but not in the need. It's just, I think it's like a children. Why people have focus, and I have 3 children, don't take me
right.
wrong, but it's like everything is for the rest of it, but not for the aging community who have work, who deserve better. But nobody is thinking in how to improve that for their lives.
Well, Carolina, for sure, if you were to become candidates, you have my vote for that. That's for sure. Now, for those viewers today, because this is so important, and I can't stress that enough because, of course, we like to look at the future, but we have to make sure that we're taking care also of our senior citizens. And as an immigrant and a refugee, with a different status, of course, I like to look back at the people that we owe our lives. And what you do is so noble that, I can't help but stress out to the people watching today. If somebody want to join you, somebody want to help out, they want to volunteer, how do they do that through your organization?
Well, there's so many opportunities at ISC. You can come as you can get into our website or come through your doors and say you want to volunteer. Maybe you want to help in delivering pantries, or maybe you want to help in the pantry area. in the meal program, come and serve. Maybe you have the skills to teach a skill. People have so many skills. Just come to ISC, offer that skill you have. Could be dancing, singing, sewing, I don't know, anything, and say, I'm here. All we ask is for an hour a day, a week. We're not asking you every day, but, or that type of support that we really need. And of course, the financial, if anybody's willing to provide any financial support, we appreciate it. It doesn't have to be in the thousands, $10 makes a difference. $10, $5, it makes a difference. So anything that is in their hearts, we just happy to have it, but at the same time, it's not just about giving, it's getting to know the person, and for that person to know what really ISC is about, and have a tour and allow us to show what ISC does for the elderly of our community. And of course, like many other organizations, we do it, a fundraise event. Last year, due to COVID, we did it in some way, we'd appreciate the support, and we stopped doing what we always do. But this year, we decided that, of course, respecting the recommendations from the CDC, our event was going to be our site, which I think is going to be open to others to come, because our location is so big that people will be able to be around the building and enjoy themselves with music, food around the world. So I invite all of you to check our website. The information is there, and I hope you can join us. You're my guest.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much again, Caroline. I mean, and this brings another question to me. I'm looking to the perspectives of your partnership with the Yates Illuminates, which is a fantastic and a beautiful partnership, because we can't wait to see how much good we do in the community with this partnership. What are your perspectives in the future? I mean, for the next couple of years, you're already doing a lot. So what do you see your organization achieving with this partnership with the Yates?
Oh, I think ISC is going to be brilliant there, because we are going to have the capacity to bring on site that case management piece that many people around the area is going to need. Many times, we might have our location, but I think that having it in another area of town is going to help all the people that is around it. And what we can serve, not just as a organization that will help with the paperwork, but also with the support that we can provide through the other programs that we have in our own site. So I think it's going to be amazing. I can wait for that Yates Illuminate to open doors and say, here we are all together, serve the whole community.
We definitely are looking forward to that. So this is your time. This is your moment to look at your viewers today. The people in the community haven't heard about Intercultural Senior Centers here in Nebraska. They're watching. What do you tell them?
I just want to say that Intercultural Senior Center is for all of those who are 50 and over. They're at home sitting, trying to do something, trying to help, trying to volunteer, or even join one of our classes. Come and visit us. I mean, you will not regret to do that and meet all the team that we have, who is amazing. At the same time, we are so proud as an organization, because we have been recognized national as an organization with accredited, which means they're under the National Senior Centers of the whole United States, which means that you can trust our organization in providing you the best of the best. And we hope for years to come to be that way.
Congratulations for that achievement as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for spending your time with us. This was Horizon d'Afrique. My name is Frank Tucker Iban here at Kwazampia African TV. We've had the opportunity to receive a distinguished guest. This is Carolina Padilla. She is the Executive Director and founder of Intercultural Senior Center here in Omaha, Nebraska. I want to thank all the viewers. I want to thank all of you out there staying with us and watching what's happening. We're looking forward for the partnership with the Yates Illuminates to see how much good we can bring to our community. Also, you watching today, you have a business, you changing your community, you have an idea, you need support. Reach out to Kwazampia African TV. We will provide you with the connection, with the help you need to make sure that your business endeavor, your organization is getting out there. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Until next time. Bye-bye. Horizon d'Afrique, a production of Kwazampia African TV, bridging Africa to the world.
This show is brought to you by Intercultural Senior Center. Our job has just begun.